It's definitely a new experience for me. It's been a long time coming. I feel good, 100% ready to go.
Just how long did that hurt?
So I had my first issues in 8th grade is when it happened, and then I kind of just continuously battled through it all throughout high school, and then last year was kind of the final straw, and it was just ready to get it fixed, and we got it done, and the training staff here is amazing, so it was a quick, easy recovery.
I asked Coach Hartline about this. He didn't really want to. Maybe it was a stretch, but like with everything with COVID, with all the practices you lost last year, and the shoulder, it almost just feels like you're going through another freshman year. Does that make sense to you, or is that not right?
Like right now as a freshman year?
Slight head start, but you lost a normal freshman year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess last year COVID definitely took its toll on everybody, and obviously it was a free season, and we missed out on a lot of opportunities with spring ball and fall camp and everything like that. But I guess that would kind of make sense, a little bit of a head start into another freshman year. But even last year was just easy to get a lot of experience and see how everything works.
Julian, how physically can you describe the difference in you, maybe even from spring to now, where you're excited for maybe people to see that what you bring from a skill set standpoint, and what your body's allowing you to do now that maybe it didn't before?
It's allowed me to do a lot of things, even like lifting my shoulder over my head, which obviously wasn't available before. I was kind of restricted with the brace throughout the season. I'm just excited to be fully healthy and be able to showcase my skill set, and I feel like I'm continually just getting better every day, so I'm just hoping to continue that.
When you think about what is the thing that you've now, a couple years out of high school, where is it you think you've improved? Because you've had to work with other stuff and still try to improve your skill set. How much better a player are you, and where do you see that difference?
I would say the thing I probably most improved on is just route running and focus on the small details, because in high school it's just easy to get away with athleticism and things like that, but in college you have to be so crisp in route running and like I said, the little details. So I would say in that aspect that's probably what I've improved on the most.
When you look at your room and you see 5-star, 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 and you're obviously in that discussion, no one guy's going to get 15, 20 catches a game in all likelihood. How does it change your approach going into a season and going into a game week, knowing that those opportunities are going to be limited? How does it kind of change the way that you look at a game?
I would say it doesn't change it that much, just because we have such a good brotherhood around here, and especially in the wide receiver room. Like it's zone 6, it's zone 6 versus everybody, and I think we all just root for each other, and everybody's excited to get their opportunities and capitalize on everything they can. So I would say nobody really looks at it much differently. Just everybody hypes each other up and gets excited when others make a play.
With all the injuries you had to go through last year, is there an extra level of motivation to really show people what you can do this year?
I would say I'm very motivated. Yes, just to get out there and like I said, just show what I've improved on, and it's going to be different now with the fully operational shoulder, but I'm just excited to say the least. I don't know if there's any extra motivation, but I've just been trying to work my butt off in any way I can.
You came in here as the highest rated receiver recruit that Ohio State's ever signed. Is it tough dealing with those expectations that people might have on the outside?
The way my family and coaches have helped me cope with it, and the way that I looked at it is those are all high school expectations. Those are people outside of your family, your coaches and coaching staff, outside of recruiting, and they're just kind of making assumptions on what you could and maybe what you will be. But when you put all that away and you just focus on yourself and focus on continuously getting better, the sky's the limit. It's really hard to tune out outside noise and things like that, but when you could just focus on yourself, like I said, and eliminate the outside distractions, the sky's always the limit.
What do you think are the biggest ways in which you've grown right now from when you came in out of high school?
Like I said earlier, I think route running and just the small details, and I had to continuously improve on them, because it is such a big jump from high school to the college level. But if I just continue to stick with it, keep my head in it, I think we'll be pretty good.
I know you played in a pretty run-heavy offense in high school. How hard was it to come here and then be playing in an offense that's much more pass-heavy?
Yeah, it was definitely very different from my high school. We were in Delaware Wing T, and now we're calling in plays from the sideline. So even learning signals and just learning how to properly do top ends and be really detailed on routes and stuff, it was a big jump. But I've had that extra year to get it in, and I feel like I'm continuously getting better.
Julian, kind of because of that, I mean, you still put up crazy numbers, even though you guys probably threw it 7 times a game. So, which just meant you were better than everybody else, and so you were able to do that. Did you kind of have to learn how to be a wide receiver when you first got here?
Yeah, the best way that even some of my coaches put it here, and the way that I put it is, I feel like I came in as just like a raw athlete, and at this point, I feel like I'm transitioning into the wide receiver, and not just the athlete who's God-given talents have put him above people, but I feel like when you're a wide receiver, your whole skill set changes, and you're actually a wide receiver, if that makes sense.
So what, I guess, was like the biggest eye-opener from that, like whether it was route running or getting open, like what was the biggest eye-opener?
Pretty route running, how tight DBs are on you, landmarks, spots in the field where the ball is going to be, everything like that didn't really matter in high school. Ball placement, where you're catching the ball, learning coverages. I feel like that was all very challenging for me at first, but like I said, continuously just trying to learn and continue to get better.
Kind of in contrast to that, what impresses you the most about where Jackson is right now and what he's doing for this team?
Oh man, Jackson's in an incredible spot. He came in, he was already developed into a wide receiver, and he's continuously just getting better day by day. And you'll be able to see it this year. He's a stud, and he's gonna put up. He's gonna have a great year.
Julian, you were the #1 grade receiver in your class, and yet you're talking about how unpolished you were. When you look back at that and think about how you were so highly touted, you kind of think, I'm not even close to that player anymore.
I would say I'm definitely. I feel like right now I'm 10 times better than what I was in high school. And like I said, all those outside people that said this and this about recruiting, it is an honor in high school. But once you get to college, all your stars are gone, and you're starting from the beginning. You start from the ground up. So
Now, a lot of guys in that position would that'd be a rude awakening. Was it for you, or you're like, okay, I know I'm starting at the bottom, and I've got a lot to learn?
I feel like it was a little bit of a rude awakening, but at the same time, I kind of knew it was coming, just because everybody told me college was not high school, and obviously it's not. So I came in with just, I'm ready to work in a positive mindset, and that's how I'm going to continue to go about things.
Did you get frustrated last year? Just not necessarily playing time, but just this adjustment that you talked about. Did it frustrate you at all that it wasn't coming as easy, even if you knew that?
I would say definitely when I had first come here, and we winter workouts were all good, but once we started and we had, I think, a couple of spring practices, it was a little bit frustrating just learning to get the footwork and all the smaller details that everybody else had known already. And I was kind of working in how to get better at top ends and coming in out of breaks and stuff like that. So it had taken a while, and I had to put in a lot of extra work, outside of practice and stuff like that, to continue to improve on that and catch up.
And how much did not having the rest of spring and kind of having that weird year maybe set you back when you could have maybe developed that much faster?
I would say it set everybody back. Just coming in right away, and coming in early, you feel like you're going to get the extra head start. And even though we had a couple practices and workouts and stuff, we didn't have that extra head start. And then we obviously missed fall camp as well. So it was a big miss. I feel like everybody missed out on a little bit of improvement, but just having this whole year and we've been able to compete in everything. I feel like it's been really good for everybody.
You did have the one big play last year, the forced fumble on the interception return. Just like, how big was that for you to just make that kind of play, that kind of hustle play?
I would say it was a big confidence booster for me. I felt like I was continuously getting better, but I feel like even our coaches say now effort's the one thing that you can't teach. So I just felt like if you go out there and give 100% effort, the best possible things could happen.
Playing with the shoulder brace, what kind of range of motion did you have to show us how limited you were?
I don't even really want to talk about that shoulder brace, but yeah, range of motion was probably like up almost to my head. It couldn't go anywhere above my shoulder, so it was kind of difficult to catch passes anywhere like from eye range to above. So it was a process, and it was hard to get used to at first, but it was just the best thing for me to keep me healthy.
How have you
How
seen?
free do you feel now? Like, how freeing do you feel now that that's gone?
It was actually really weird at first because I had walked in the training room to get the brace on after I had been cleared, and like, you don't have to wear it anymore. So now just being able to have full range of motion all the way above my head, extending out all the way, and not having it keep me stuck inside, it's a wonderful feeling, and it hasn't been like this in a while. So I'm just excited.
You came in with CJ. How have you seen him grow over the past 2 years to get to where he is now?
CJ came in and he had leader qualities right away, and I would say he's just continuing to build his leadership qualities. He's getting better every day, day by day, with the playbook, his reads, everything like that. And man, I'm really excited for CJ. He's a great player. He's got great potential.
What are the things he does as a quarterback to make you better as a receiver?
I feel like he just gives you a chance. Even like on any throw, he's gonna give you a chance where you can make a play, and you get to make what you want of it. So you can either make that play or you can't. But regardless, he's gonna put you in a great position to constantly make a play, and the defense not to.
So he's really consistent with his ball placement?
He's very consistent. He's a great quarterback, and like I said, I'm really excited for him this year.